he's out there for the second half. He certainly was hard to spot in the first half, and he definitely was on the pitch. But Carlo Ancelotti can be very pleased with the way his team performed. Conte is ready to come on, one of the survivors from the last Juventus side that won this competition in 1996. Long-time servant, and he does replace Camoranesi, and there isn't a huge amount of surprise in that. So Lippi's efforts to deal with the absence of Pavel Nedved haven't really panned out for the coach's liking so far. You do sense there might be better to come from Juventus in the second period, and whether Milan will live to regret not turning their possession into a first half lead. Well, that's the fascination of it all. Tura. Certainly with Zambrotta on the right hand side, that might give a bit more thrust to that department for Juventus. Backed up by Thuram. That would have been one of the sensational goals in the Champions League, and it was Conte trying to make a spectacular entrance. Up comes Montero, up comes Ferrara. And Milan trying to get out, but not really clearing their lines. Clipped back by Thuram. And Gattuso's header was hardly a decisive one defensively. Oh, against the frame of the goal, and Trezeguet couldn't turn in the rebound. It was Conte right in there again, with a thumping header. Dida beaten, stayed in play until Kaladze backheaded it behind. And if this opening minute and three-quarters is anything to go by, I suggest that Marcello Lippi might have had some strong words to say to his players at half-time. Davids. There's a bit of a scuff of a shot from his weaker foot. It deflected off Conte. Maldini. Gattuso. Kaladze. Again, Inzaghi just lurking on the shoulder of the last defender. Maldini, I think, half wondered about a ball up towards him. Ran kindly for Gattuso, and then, although Davids did get the ball, clearly made contact with Gattuso first. Costa Curta's cross. Just asking a lot for a header from there from Inzaghi. Another angle on Conte's near miss. Has to use the goalkeeper. Trezeguet coming in. Zambrotta. Thuram. Nicely done by Conte. Thuram trying to take it on at pace. He'll be interested in that news about Monaco, as will Trezeguet. So I think they have qualified for next season's Champions League. Whether that will be affected by their demotion, there is, I understand, a an appeal, though the word here from some famous French observers, including Aimé Jacquet, I'm told, is that the appeal won't stand up. Thuram certainly standing up and being counted here by Juventus. Pirlo did well. They're trying to play it out from deep. Milan, in the end, considered ball of a longer variety by Maldini. Inzaghi's header, though, cut out by Davids. Rather shocked that that throw went against him. Maldini just able to shepherd the ball, or allow the ball to pass through to Dida. Thuram. Handled over by Rui Costa. Well, it's a face of some concern. For the record, by far the most common score in a final, whether European Cup or Champions League, same currency really, is 1-0. That hasn't been the case since '98, when Juventus lost 1-0 to Real Madrid in Amsterdam. Zambrotta. Thuram with a curve on the ball and a push by Del Piero. After 90 minutes isn't a common European champions climax scoreline. It happened in '86, '88 and '91, games that were decided by penalties. We're a long way away from that yet, and we have got the silver goal rule as a potential decisive tool. Fakinardi sold Thuram short. Here comes Pirlo with Seedorf outside him, and Pirlo didn't take the ball with him. Left Seedorf rather high and dry. Has given Juventus a chance to express themselves through midfield. Birindelli, number 2 of the permitted 3 substitutions used by Juventus. Birindelli and Conte are on. Tudor and Camoranesi, injury and out of sorts really, the 2 replaced. Shevchenko. Piece of in-your-face defending by Ferrara. Conte. Davids. Birindelli making a move. But, Davids was looking instead for Trezeguet. And here's a chase for Ferrara, who's still got a turn of foot. Very much in the veteran stage, but he was quick enough to keep Shevchenko out of harm's way. A bit of a push on Thuram as he played that. The referee was rather following the ball. Here's Seedorf. Gattuso. Costa Curta. Shevchenko getting some reward there for boldly going to receive the ball to Pete. He was shoved. Free kick. Seedorf. It's the case of losing his footing. Maldini. It's been that sort of night. No time to breathe in possession. Shevchenko throwing his weight around and then being bundled over by Davids. Called even by the referee. Certainly giving the game every chance. It's not a picky style of officiating. Gattuso just kept in by Rui Costa. That's behind Inzaghi from Rui Costa. Juventus looking to be more positive, and that's the way it's panned out for the first 10 minutes of the second half. Down goes Del Piero. Takinari, Davids, Milan well shaped up, and no way through for the Italian champions, who are striving here to become champions also of their continent. Trezeguet. Nesta. Gattuso. Maldini. Picking out Costa Curta. They've been through so much together, those two. Referee not impressed by Inzaghi going down and to react to him staying down. And another biting challenge from Ferrara from an angle that the authorities are supposed to frown upon, but never quite been the case of outlawing the tackle from behind, as several campaigns have tried to do. Maybe it's not until the likes of Ferrara finally retire that we will see the end of it. I'll teach an old dog that new trick. Birindelli. It's getting a little more frantic. It's a lot of good control, a lot of good movement, particularly from Milan in the opening 25 minutes of the game. Ancelotti saw his side score, he thought. Goal disallowed on a technicality. Takinari is certainly doing his bit in that hothouse in the centre of midfield. Zambrotta's just come across to have a word with Lippi. This may be the messenger. Going to have a word with Takinari. I think has got the message. He's passing it on across. This is part of the decor here at Old Trafford. Isn't quite the same as when Manchester United are at home. Birindelli not impressed, but maybe something in the offing for Milan. 14 minutes gone in the second half. Have not quite recaptured the mood of their first half showing, which was slick. Pirlo sending out the signals. Maldini almost having the shirt taken from his back. Being dogged by Takinadi. Well, having got there, and it wasn't an easy journey to make. By his standards, that was a really good chance. The man from Milan, the legend of Milan in his own time, Paolo Maldini. Here's Shevchenko. Came off Thuram initially, and then Montero rather slews it behind. Momentum back with Milan for the moment. Pirlo's corner. Drops for Rui Costa. Player first came to prominence very young to an Australian audience in the World Youth Tournament, what, 12 years ago now. Part of that golden generation of Portugal. Probably haven't quite achieved as much, certainly in international football and senior level, as they promised they would. Kaladze. Still looking a team of bits and pieces, Juventus, which is clearly not what they've been for so much of a season, that still could end with a fantastic double domestically and in Europe. Seedorf. Maldini. Played across with his right foot as well. Costa Curta. That's a poor one from him. Davids. Neither side able to really sustain a period of possession. Juventus try with the Thuram, but it's a speculative ball for Del Piero, particularly when Maldini's around. That's the ball and the decision, but it's a poor free kick, and Zambrotta was nearly in because of it. Well, great defenders they are, but they are human as well. And maybe that natural vulnerability was the best hope of a decisive moment. It's got increasingly hard for the front players on both sides. And here's Rui Costa coming from deep. Shevchenko. Montero stepped in, and Gattuso rolls it wide.